fucking bracket!
What's going on, everyone? So just like the last time on my channel, I am doing a review where I'm focusing on a couple movies. This is simply just because, again, I'm behind with 2021 movies, trying to release them, obviously, to you guys via review format. This time, I'm going to be doing two Warner Brother movies. Both of them are currently streaming in, obviously, HBO Max, as well in theaters. I, for myself, saw both of these movies in theaters. So the first movie we're going to be talking about is The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. This is the third movie in, obviously, the Conjuring core franchise. Obviously, there are other movies in the Conjuring franchise, such as The Nun, Curse of La Llorona, and whatnot. But for the core trilogy, this one I was very much so looking forward to, despite obviously James Wan not doing this one. I was looking forward to him doing it, but obviously when he wasn't able to, I was like, okay, whatever the case may be, I'm still going to be seeing it because, again, I really like Farrah Farmiga and, of course, Patrick Wilson. And I have to say, his replacement, Michael Chavez, I believe his name is, the one that did the Curse of La Llorona, I was a little bit hesitant going into the movie for that reason, because I did not like the Curse of La Llorona, so I was kind of surprised the fact that they chose a director that did that movie. And I have to say, it unfortunately shows. This movie was quite disappointing. It was always watchable, but it was always a come down. Like, it wasn't scary per se. I wasn't even creeped out in the slightest while watching the movie, which is very unfortunate. The mystery itself had potential, but I did think that it fell apart in the final act. The cinematography also left a lot to be desired, as did the score. And that's just it. Like, when you watch the first two Conjuring movies, in terms of cinematography, sound design, score, those were things that were really well done. And memorable, too. But I unfortunately didn't remember any of that with The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Like I said, this movie was very disappointing for myself. Farrah Farmiga and Patrick Wilson did a really good job, per usual, but unfortunately this movie felt like it was on autopilot. That's why The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, I'll be giving it a 2 out of 5 star rating, which, very disappointed. And for myself, I honestly did not think I would be giving it that rating, but alas, here we are. It's well paced, though. I will say that. Next up, the other Warner Brothers movie, which, forgot to mention, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. I did see it in theaters, as I mentioned before, but I did see it in Dolby. In the Heights, I was able to see, and In the Heights, I did see in theaters as well, and that format, I saw it in IMAX. And In the Heights, I was very much so looking forward to. I did have pause because John M. Chu directed it. He's the same guy that did G.I. Joe Retaliation, Crazy Rich Asians. I'm not a big fan of his, so I was nervous about that, but it is a new musical, and I do happen to, obviously like musicals. And the trailers did seem interesting, but I did see the trailer a lot, like 100 times, I would say. But at the same time, given the fact that it is a movie that is focused on culture and everything, I was looking forward to it. But I will have to say, after watching it, I feel quite mixed about it. I think some of the songs are really effective. The choreography is really good. Some of the tunes are really catchy. Overall, it's very well choreographed, no doubt about it. And some of the cinematography is quite stunning. And the performances are all pretty good. And as I mentioned, I really like the fact that this is a cultural movie. I mean, this is a very diverse cast. It's very interesting in that regards, because I feel like we need more representation such as this, but we usually, unfortunately, don't. I hope that this movie kind of obviously catches like a following and everything, same way like La La Land did. I don't know if that will happen, but I do, cross my fingers, despite not being a big fan of this movie. I did think that this movie was way too long. I thought it was very poorly paced. It started out pretty strong. Like, the first 30 minutes or so, I did think were quite strong, and I was like, this is definitely going to be a really good movie. But it just started going downhill for me, and then it tried to pick itself up. But by that time, I didn't really care too much. I thought that the story itself was kind of weak. The musical numbers, like I said, were pretty good for the most part. But like I said, there were some that I was kind of left cold while watching. But again, for myself, if you don't really like the characters and story, it can be kind of hard sometimes to latch on to the movie as a whole, which is why I'm saying I feel mixed. I don't hate this movie by any means. I respect it. I am glad the fact that the theater that I saw it in, everyone was clapping and everything. I was happy about that, because I want people to be happy, especially while watching a movie like this, because I think that it can do a lot of good for a lot of people. But In the Heights, again, for myself, I feel quite mixed about it. I think in some areas it's really strong, whilst other areas not quite as much. But In the Heights, overall, I will be giving a 2.5 out of 5 star rating. So yeah, no hot sauce rating. But yeah, guys, those are my 2 reviews for 2 Warner Brother movies. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, don't forget the subscription, notification bell, the like button, and I will be reviewing Cruella next, as well as the new Fast and Furious 9. That will be, well, no. F9 for some reason is what it's called. So I will be reviewing those movies next. I don't know if I'll be combining the two or not, just based on time and everything. But I'm getting ready to, as of the filming of this video, I'm getting ready to film my next short film. So that's why I'm, combining the movies in terms of like this review. But anyways, guys, again, thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on these two movies down below. And as always, subscription, notification bell, and I'll catch you guys later.